What's going on, everybody? Nate Toffner here, and I help people relocate to Lubbock and around. Today, we're going to dive into something that I think is probably a lot more beneficial and valuable than a brochure or some fancy blog post that you can just go read online. I asked folks right here in Lubbock on this app called Nextdoor. You might be aware of it, but I asked them what they honestly think about living here, the good and the bad, and some random too. And I was very surprised. Everybody delivered. So if you're considering moving here to Lubbock or just kind of curious what every day looks like from here, from somebody's perspective, this video is for you. Let's jump into it. So let's start with the stuff that makes people stay in Lubbock. Multiple people said, hands down, that people are what makes this city, what makes it special. Words like friendly and kind and helpful kept showing up in a lot of people's comments. And that's whether someone's helping you load something heavy or just walking down the street and waving hi, making conversation at a fireworks show. Like, people in Lubbock are pretty happy and they show up for each other. Then there's the cost of living. This came up again and again. It's obviously lower than places like Austin, Dallas, or even Midland, and people really appreciate that you can stretch your dollar here a little bit further. You'll also hear that people rave about the sunsets. One local even said, every time I watch the sunset behind mile-high thunderheads, I remember why I moved here. Honestly, that's the West Texas magic right there. Texas Tech gives the town a lot of energy and the big small town vibe that people love. You get city level access to restaurants, shops, and events, but it still feels easy to get around and stay connected. And if you're a dog owner, Lubbock's got you covered. One person mentioned how dog friendly the city is, from daycare to dog parks to walking trails. It's easy to be a pet parent here. All right, but let's flip the coin. A lot of people talked about the wind. It's not just a breeze, it's a whole personality in itself. Combine that with dust storms, and yeah, your car might get sandblasted a few times a year. Allergies came up a ton. People new to the area mentioned that they were hit hard by pollen, dust, and other irritants. If you've got a sensitive system, this is something to keep in mind. I know I said Lubbock is pet friendly, but another big one is stray dogs. More than one neighbor talked about being chased or startled by loose dogs on walks, so it's definitely a community challenge people are noticing. Then there's the lack of major attractions. A few locals said they wish Lubbock had more big ticket things to do, like a proper zoo, a botanical garden, or large outdoor event space. We've got spots like Main Event, Adventure Park, and the First Friday Art Trail, and a great antique scene, but it's not quite, Austin or Dallas in the terms of options. And of course, the drivers. One person said the drivers here make Californians look like Mother Teresa. And I'll let you decide for yourself what that actually means. Some stuff just depends on who you ask though. For example, the church scene. Some locals absolutely love the strong community feel and the number of churches to choose from. Others felt like not attending a church could make them stand out in the wrong ways. The food and the nightlife were a mixed bag too. Some said the food scene is awesome, especially burgers, sushi, and steakhouses. Others said that it really falls short compared to bigger cities like Austin. I mean, no duh, but one fun fact I learned from the comments, apparently Lubbock has the highest number of bars per capita in Texas. Can't confirm it with stats, but locals sure believe it. Then there's also the retail side. And Honestly, it surprised me. Someone pointed out we have not one, not two, but 3 used game stores. And you'll find kind of niche spots like Ralph Records and Hobbytown, which give the city a little bit of a unique flavor. So overall, Lubbock's not trying to be something it's not, and that's not part of the charm. You know, people talked about the First Friday Art Trail, community fireworks shows, local interest groups, and how easy it is to find your circle here, find your people here, even if it takes a little looking for it. One neighbor described Clap Park as S tier, which, if you're not a gamer, basically means top tier. I haven't been to Clap Park in quite a while, so maybe they've done some improvements. But whenever, you know, Texas Tech students are gone, the city feels more open and freely explorable and able to breathe a little bit. Several folks said that they moved here not knowing a soul and found a community super fast through churches, friend groups, and not just walking down the street, but neighbors showing up. Someone summed it up in this way: Lubbock has the highest concentration of good vibes. And honestly, I could not agree more. So if you're wondering whether Lubbock might be the right place for you, I'd hope this helped give you more of a real picture. It's not perfect, but what place really is. You know, we've got quirks, character, and a community that cares. And it's pretty good. If you got questions about neighborhoods, schools, housing, or just kind of want to chat about moving to Lubbock, feel free to reach out. Would love to help. I'm Nate Toffner with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate here in Lubbock, Texas, and we'll catch you on the next one.